Okay, number 7. If there are not at least 9 people listening to the Chazan repetition, then he should not recite Kaddish at all. For all sacred matters may not be recited with a less than a minyan of 10. There is one person, the Chazan, recited the prayer, and 9 listening. So we're going to explain what it means. So it's not so simple. So today it applies very much today. Nevertheless, if one of the 10 is praying Shmona Esrei prayer, even though he cannot respond to the Chazan, the repetition of the Kaddish, with the others, he can still join completing the Minyan. The same halacha applies in a case where 2 or 3 or 4 of the Minyan were praying Shmona Esrei. As long as there is a remain majority of the Minyan to respond to the Chazan repetition of the Kaddish, the lack of response of the part of the minority of the Minyan does not prevent the Kaddish from being recited. So I read the commentary and we explain. So commentary says that with regard to the Chazan Chazarats, meaning his repetition of Shmona Esrei, it is necessary to have 9 people actually responding. Okay, so there is a lot of information. So let me start maybe from the back, so it would be easy for me. So first we said that when Chazan is going to repeat Shmona Esrei for congregation, you need 9 people. So that doesn't matter how many people you have. So it's if you have let's say 50 people praying together, right? If 9 people finish praying and they can listen to the Chazan, so that's good. But if they're not going to listen to the Chazan, so they know there is the guy is talking on the phone, the guy I don't know, they're talking among each other, basically the line listening, so they cannot be counted to the number of 9. So number 9 and plus this Chazan. But yeah, go ahead.
No. It's just I'm just saying.
Okay, so no problem. So okay, so so that's for repetition of Shmona Esrei, and in Shmona Esrei we say Kiddusha, special prayer, Kiddusha, right? When we raise on our raised up. Okay, 3 times. So all right. So that's a repetition of Shmona Esrei. Kaddish, in some sense, have a little lower status. Right. So what does it mean? That you, even though you in first case, in the second case, you need 10 people including Chazan, of course. But with the Kaddish, you need only 6 people, majority. So basically, what is the difference? So between the difference, I would tell, I would say, when you pray Mincha, right? During the Mincha, you have Chazan repetition of Chazoras Chashatz, right? So for that you need to wait until 9 people finish, right? Or whatever, that doesn't matter how many people in the congregation. So you need 9 plus Chazan, 10. But let's say after that you're praying Marif, Aravit, right? So you need only 6 because there is no in Marif there is no repetition of the Shmona Esrei. You just say Kaddish. You finish, you say Kaddish. So in that you need 6. In the Mincha you need 9. So that's the difference. But one more time, you need 9 listening. So if they're not listening, then so they cannot be counted as 9. That's the problem. So many times, unfortunately, when you see people praying, and their praying are getting stuck, going nowhere. One of the reasons, there are a few more reasons, of course. So one of the reasons that these prayers were in vain, meaning what? That Chazan was reciting the repetition of Shmona Esrei, and people were not listening. No, let's say only 8 people were listening. One guy was, I don't know, he was checking his phone, let's say, right? So it was blessings, basically. All of these blessings were in vain, chas v'shalom. So when there are blessings in vain, so basically your tefillah, your prayer are getting stuck, chas v'shalom, and you're not being answered. So which is as you understand, not such a good sign. So basically, if there are places like that, but if you go to the place and to pray, and there are 20, 30, 50 people, or when some people not listen, okay, there is no, it's not good, but not the end of the world. But if there are only 10 people, and say that's it, 11 people, and few of them not listen, that's a big problem. And so basically, you answer an amen to bracha and rain. That's your problem also. It's not only chazans, not all the people who are not listening, but now it's became your personal issue, which is not good. Okay. So let me quickly see if I missed something. Okay, I think we covered it. Okay, so continue. However, in a case where one of the Minyan was sleeping, so okay, I apologize. I have one piece I missed. So, but if the people continue praying, so praying, it means they have concentration, right? So, especially when you're praying and the Chazan recite Kaddish, so you just stop, listen, and it counts like as you answer you answer Kaddish and you continue. Or when they do Kiddusha, so on Kiddusha, if you're in the middle of Shmona Esrei, I mean, if you really get to it, but just so you know, you're in the middle of Shmona Esrei, you're not allowed to answer to Kiddusha. You're not. So even though it's a very holy thing, you're not. You just keep quiet, close your eyes, listen attentively, and that's it. Right? And then continue praying. So you, in this case, can be counted as one of the 9. But many times they try not to do that. Right? So they make sure that the 9 people finished. However, in a case where, 1 second. Okay, continue. However, in a case where one of the Minyan was sleeping, and the others must wake him up, right? Since a sleeping person cannot be counted over required 10 of the Minyan. Right? So here it's very clear. So you need everybody up, right? Because we said 9 people listening, not just present, but listening. So in some cases, I think in Birchas Hamazon it's a little more lenient, and in some cases we're going to learn that you are allowed to count the sleeping person. So, and it's actually one of the rebukes that we give to these non-Shomer Shabbos people. So this sleeping guy, right? He's snoring and he's not there. Basically, I don't know where is he, right? In his dreams, so he can be counted as a part of the Minyan, as a part of Zimun, right? But you who is not sleeping cannot be found. Because why? Because you're not Shomer Shabbos.